Hello, Jambo, Karibu, welcome to my channel. My name is Chilanda and this is Library Without Borders. All right, guys, welcome. If you guys are new here, guys or girls, if you're new here, I want to say thank you and welcome to my channel. And for those who've been here with me since the beginning, I want to say hey, hey. All right, guys, so this video, it is about a book haul. It is my first, and I want to show you all the books that I've bought. Guys, I went crazy. I did. I just went on a shopping spree, and hopefully, guys, together we will discover some gems. Because, boy, I literally bought some books, and although, guys, these books are books that I've seen other booktubers mention in their channels, on their channels, I'm sorry, and they're books that I've heard other people recommend, and through those recommendations I knew there were books that I could read myself. I'm still kind of in the dark. Like we are all gonna discover what these books are all about. So brace yourself and let's do this. Eek. All right, guys, I have my knife. Yes, I know it's not one of those box cutter knives, and funny thing is I actually owned one because I did work at Amazon and we had those yellow cutters, but I don't know where it is, so we're gonna use this little knife. And ta-da, this is my all my boxes of books. You might see some other items because I ordered some books and other items. So yes, so let's start with this little tiny box. Let's see what's in here. Alright, guys, so I'm gonna try not to read the synopsis of all these books because it's gonna be long. Okay, so first it is Alone with You in the Ether. I saw a couple of booktubers mention these books, and it is by Olivia Blake. Alright, guys, so I'm not going to read the whole synopsis, but just the little paragraph here that says, for Reagan and Aldo, life has been a matter of resigning themselves to the blueprints of inevitability until the two meet. Could 6 conversations with a stranger be the variable that shakes up the entire simulation? Okay, I mean, it was really popular, so I had to get it. So we'll see how it turns out. Next on my list is All That She Carried. Now, this book I discovered myself. I didn't hear any booktubers talk about it, but I usually do my own research, and whenever I read about a book, there's some list of other books that were recommended, and then I'll just kind of read the synopsis and I'm like, okay, that's a book I can read. So this is All That She Carried by Tia Miles, and it says the journey of Ashley Sack, a black family keepsake. Guys, I have to read this one, okay? It's a quick synopsis. In 1850s South Carolina, an enslaved woman named Rose faced a crisis: the imminent sale of her daughter Ashley. Thinking quickly, she packed a cotton bag for her with a few items, and soon after, the 9-year-old girl was separated from her mother and sold. Decades later, Ashley's granddaughter Ruth embroidered this family history on the sack-inspired hunting language. I already know. I already know that this book is gonna be emotional, and I'm ready for it. Are you guys like me? Do you guys love to get into these books that just evoke all these raw emotions in you guys? I'm one of those. Like, I know that I'm gonna feel and I'm gonna cry and all these things, but yet I'm gonna go for it. Like, it's weird. It's like For example, I hate scary stuff. Like I hate horror and all that good stuff, gory things. But because I'm curious, I know I'm gonna watch and suffer after. So that's how I am. So I look forward to reading this book. Guys, next. Oh, this book that's so popular on Book Talk and BookTube. It is All I've Wanted, All I've Needed by A.E. Valdez. Let me just read it because it's pretty short. Harlow Shaw feels naive for believing in happily ever afters, but she craves a love that lights her up. Ooh. She thought she had it all with her boyfriend until his promising baseball career overshadows their relationship and he asks her a life-changing question. It causes her to wonder if what they have is all she ever truly wanted. Harlow is yearning for more than the curated life she is living. A trip to Bali, a move to Seattle, and an alleged burned cup of coffee lead her to a friendship she didn't know she needed, and a love so deep she can feel it in the bones. Ooh, and I'm feeling it already in my bones. Okay, let's go. I know, I'm ready for it. Okay, so we have Christina Lauren, The Soulmate Equation. Now, this book, I didn't really see it on anybody's BookTube channels that I follow, but I read the synopsis of it and I was like, I am actually in love with this book already. I know I'm gonna love this book. Guys, without reading, like I said, the whole synopsis, just listen to this. At least she thought she did, until her test shows an unheard of 98% compatibility with Genetic Ali's founder, Dr. River Pena, a stuck-up, stubborn man who is without a doubt not her soulmate, but genetically has a proposition. Get to know him and we'll pay you. Jess was barely making ends meet, is in no position to turn it down, despite her skepticism about the project and her dislike for River. As the pair are dragged from one event to the next as the diamond match that could launch genetically valuation sky high, Jess begins to realize that there might be more to the scientist and the science behind the soulmate than she thought. Right? I'm curious. I'm curious to see how this thing will turn out. I mean, imagine you being matched with someone based on your genetics. Like, how does that work? We'll find out, and I'll tell you all about it. The next, we have The Perfect Home Has One Rule: Don't look behind closed doors. It is The Housemaid's Secret by Frida McFadden. Now, I have the book The Housemaid by her, which I haven't read. I actually lent it to my neighbor to read it because I had other books already that I had started reading. So, I mean, y'all are curious or what? Next, it is... Oof, this is thick. I didn't even know this. What the? Oh my god, this is thick, guys. It looks so small on like Amazon. It is Necessary Sins, Lazar Family Saga, Book 1, Elizabeth Bell. Look at this. Look at this. Now, the reason why I even chose this book, guys, it is interesting. Let me just read the synopsis, okay? I think it's a short one. Here, what really caught my attention. Listen to this. In antebellum Charleston, a Catholic priest grapples with his secret African ancestry and his love for a slaveholder's wife. Like, come on. You know there's a story right there. Joseph Lazar grows up believing his black hair and olive skin come from a Spanish grandmother, and he's shocked to learn she was an enslaved African. At 13, Joseph allows racial prejudice to limit his future and choose the seminary. At 23, he is ordained a priest forever. Ooh, I love me some forbidden type of sin fruit kind of story, and this is it, and I'm excited to read more about it. Let your minds be transported to a world where this kind of love was forbidden. But it's so thick, like why? Next. Okay. Oh my God. Look at it. Just so lovely. Cinderella is dead. No. Really? Oh my God. There goes my childhood. Yeah. Killing Baron. Cinderella is dead. I mean, look at this. Like, tell me she is just gorge, right? I think this is a YA book, if I'm not mistaken. It's a retelling, obviously. It goes like this. Now, teen girls are required to appear at the annual ball where they are selected as wives by the men of the kingdom. Any girl without a suitable match is forfeit. 16-year-old Sophia would much rather marry Aaron, her childhood best friend, than parade in front of suitors. At the ball, Sophia makes a desperate decision to flee and finds herself hiding in Cinderella's mausoleum. There, she meets Constance, the last known descendant of Cinderella and her stepsisters. Together, they vow to bring down the king once and for all, and in the process, they learn that there's more to Cinderella's story than they ever knew. Why dare step in a world where the story of Cinderella is not what always been shown? I can't wait to read this book. I think this book will be my choice for a book that I've been tagged by D. Ruxel for retelling. So, can't wait. Next, it is Once Upon a Broken Heart. I heard so much about this book, seen so many booktubers talk about, and the synopsis is pretty short, so let me just tell you a little bit about it. Evangeline Fox has always believed in true love and happy endings, until she learns that the love of her life will marry another. Separate to stop the wedding, Evangeline strikes a deal with the charismatic immortal Prince of Hearts. But she soon discovers that bargaining with the Prince of Hearts is a dangerous game. He has plans for Evangeline, plans that will either end in the greatest happily ever after or the most exquisite tragedy. Oh, ooh. Y'all heard that? The most exquisite tragedy. Like, who puts exquisite and tragedy together? If not Stephanie Garber. Now, all these books that I've shown you guys, I have yet to read one book by all these authors. They will be my first time reading about them. So I'm excited about this one. Next, I wanted this book. Ooh, and it's a hardcover. Look at this. Look at this beautiful, beautiful cover. It is Children of Virtue and Vengeance by Tommy Adeyemi. Ooh, and it's actually a New York Times best-selling author. Oh, I am sold. And it's funny because I actually have Children of Blood and Bone. I have yet to read it, but I can't wait to read this book. Oh my gosh! It actually has my son's name, Amari. Oh my god. Like, I have the other book, which is The Other Black Girl. The author's name is Zakia, and my daughter's name is Zakia. And also, I have another one of those YA books. It is Amari, and I will put the title right here. But I have that book, and I actually bought it because it had my son's name, Amari. And this one also talks about Zelly and Amari. Without reading the whole synopsis, let me just read a line that will captivate us and intrigue us. With civil war looming, Zélie finds herself a breaking point. She must devise a way to bring the kingdom together or watch as Orisha tears itself apart. I know it has probably some African mythology, it is fantasy, and I am all for it. So, alright guys, we're almost done. I'm gonna open this big box at the end, but let's do this one. Ta-da! What's in here? Oh, it's so heavy. So first, ooh, I heard so much about this book. Oh my god. It's actually a memoir of love, Sicily, and finding home from scratch by Tembi Locke. And it's actually Aretha's book club pick, so I'm actually excited to read this. It's been on my TBR for some time, and to tell you the truth guys, before I saw other booktubers talk about this, I had wanted to read this book, so I'm so happy I actually picked it up. This book gives me all the feels. Learns to heal in the most beautiful way through the support of 3 generations of women, and yes, there's Italian food. Reese Witherspoon. Hey, who doesn't love Italian food? Okay. Next, we have Most of All You by Mia Sheridan. Now this book, I actually picked it up because I discovered a new booktuber and I think you guys should follow. She's very lovely. I love the way she presents her book, the way she raves about her books. She's very convincing, and this is why I picked this book. And it is by, as I said, it is by Mia Sheridan. Without reading the whole synopsis, let's read the end. Crystal and Gabrielle never imagined that the world, which had stolen everything from them, would bring them a deep love like this. Except fate will only take them so far, and now the choice is theirs. Harden their hearts once again, or find the courage to shed their painful past. Ooh. I know I'm gonna cry, and I am for it. I will actually put, I think it's Madison. I'm gonna put her name so you guys can actually check her page. She's very lovely. So yeah, excited to read that. Next, a book I actually heard some mixed reviews about. I believe there's a son, a father, and this girl, there is loss. I think she lost her husband in an accident, and she starts a relationship, but also like falls in love with the father of the man she's interested in. I don't know, but like once I start reading it, I'll tell you more about it. But it is You Made a Fool of Death with Your Beauty. The cover though, right? By Kweke Emezi. All right. Yes. My gosh, guys, I have so much books that I want to read like right here, right now, but next it is like, again, just check the covers, guys. Some of these books, I think it is the cover that actually got me to buy them before I started even reading the content. It is The Human Origins of Beatrice Porter and Other Essential Ghosts. Now, I don't do horror or anything ghost related, but like this, come on, I couldn't resist it. And it is by Soraya Palmer. And again, this book was actually recommended by this other new booktuber that I've discovered. I'm actually excited to read this book, and I will tell you more about it once I get to it. Next, I think it's another retelling. It is by Jennifer Donnelly, and it is Stepsister. Beauty Isn't Always Pretty. And I think it is retelling again of Cinderella's story. The synopsis is not too long, so let me just read a little bit of it. When the prince discovers Isabel's deception, she's turned away in shame. It's no more than she deserves. She cut away pieces of herself in order to become pretty, sweet, more like Cinderella. But that only made her mean, jealous, and hollow. Now she has a chance to alter her destiny and prove what ugly stepsisters have always known. It takes more than a heartache to kill a girl. Ooh, okay. Okay. I see what you're trying to do here, Jennifer Donnelly, and I'm here for it. Next, it is a book by the beloved late Maya Angelou. Now, the reason why I ordered this book, if you followed my latest video, I Know Why the Caged Bird Sings. It is my first book by Maya Angelou. Like, I knew of her through movies and some of her popular poems, but it was my first time really reading her book and actually getting to the core of who she was, where she grew up, and things like that. And I told myself that I would actually read all her work, and I got this book, which is The Heart of a Woman by Maya Angelou. So I can't wait to read this book. Next, and the last one in this box, is Black Cake by Charmaine Wilkerson. Okay. So I actually saw a lot of booktubers talk about this book, and it actually is a New York Times bestseller. And let's see, let's just read a little bit of the synopsis. Byron and Betty. A traditional Caribbean black cake made from a family recipe with a long history and a voice recording. In her message, Eleanor shares a tumultuous story about a headstrong young swimmer who escapes her island home under suspicion of murder. The heartbreaking tale of Eleanor unfolds the secrets she still holds back, and the mystery of a long-lost child challenges everything the siblings thought they knew about their identities and themselves. Sounds like there's gonna be mystery to be solved and some heartbreaking family drama, and I am here for it. So yeah, we have come to this big box. Oh, my back. Okay, let's see. There's a bunch of books here. Now these books were like $4, $5, $6. That's why I bought them. So we have If You Just Say Yes by Rion Lodat. Okay, guys, like I said, I have a bunch of them, so I'm not gonna read the synopsis, but the cover looks cute. It says, for this lady, the hottest answer depends on the right question. All right. Next, we have The Choice by Jillian McAllister. Let's see, what is this? It's the end of a night out and Joanna is walking home. Then she hears the sound every woman dreads. Oh my gosh, I know why I bought this book. Footsteps behind her, getting faster. She's sure it's him, the man from the bar who wouldn't leave her alone. So Joanna makes a snap decision. She turns, she pushes. Her pursuer tumbles down the steps and lies motionless, face down on the ground. Now what? Oh, so if he's dead, do you tell? What do you do? Probably one of those. Okay, I see. Next, I think this is another retelling or not. The Last Heir to Blackwood Library. Like, I love the cover. It's cute though. An atmospheric and heartbreaking tale of loss and dark magic. Okay. It is by Hester Fox. Again, I swear to you guys, none of these authors I know. Next, we have The Art of Loving You. Okay. It is by Amelia Henley. And it says, the synopsis is very short. Libby and Jack are the happiest they've ever been, thanks to their dear friend, 80-year-old Sid. They've just bought their first house together, and it's the beginning of the life they've always dreamed of. But the universe has other plans for Libby and Jack, and a devastating twist of fate shatters their world. All of a sudden, life is looking very different and unlikely, though it seems. Might Sid be the one person who can help Libby and Jack move forward when what they loved the most had been lost? It's cute, huh? Sounds like there's gonna be heartbreak and pain and tears, and should we stay together or not? That kind of type of story. And then there was me, Sadiqa Johnson. Y'all know about Sadiqa Johnson, you know, the yellow, I think it's The Yellow Wife. It's a story about passing, I haven't read it yet just because I've read another story and it was by Bennett. It was about passing, so I was like, okay, I'm not going into that again yet. But I also read the other book, The House of Eve. I read that, so you know I had to get this book by her after reading that other book. So can't wait to discover what this one is about. Okay, next we have The Mothers. Yes. Ooh. I'm a mother myself, so anything that has to do with mothers making choice or anything like that, you best bet I'm gonna pick it up. So let's see. Grace and Dan Arden are in their 40s and have been on the IVF treadmill since the day they got married. 6 attempts have yielded no results, and with each failure, a little piece of their hope dies. Priya Lagari and her husband Nick Archer are being treated at the same fertility clinic, and while they don't face the same time pressure as the Ardens, the younger couple have their own problems. On the same day that Priya is booked for her next IVF cycle, Grace goes in for her final, last chance embryo transfer. 2 weeks later, both women get the results. A year on, angry and heartbroken, one of the women learns her embryo was implanted in the other's uterus, and she must make a devastating choice. Live a childless life knowing her son is being raised by strangers, or seek custody of a baby who has been nurtured and loved by another couple. Oh, I'm already dying. Like, I'm already about to hyperventilate. Like, this is I actually have another book that is in the same type of category of books, and oh my gosh, I'm already I can't wait to read this book. Like, I know it's gonna give me all the feels that it was meant to give me. So yeah. So next we have Love on the Line by Laura Castoro, and it's actually a best-selling author. What is this about? Identity, attitudes, and culture collide as a mother's and daughter's values and backgrounds are challenged by everyone around them in this newly repackaged novel from Laura Castoro. I'm gonna leave it at that, guys, but I can't wait to find out what this book is about. Okay, next we have The Open House. Your home is for sale. 13 people go inside, only 12 leave. Mystery? Murder? Okay. By Sam Carrington. And it's also a bestseller. Alright. Next, we have The Orphan'S Tales. Okay. And it is by Pam Jenoff, I believe. What is this book about? Secrets, lies, treachery, and passion. I read this novel in a headlong rush. Christina Baker Klein. Okay. Sounds like it's gonna be wild. A powerful novel of friendship set in a traveling circus during World War II. The Orphan'S Tale introduces 2 extraordinary women and their harrowing stories of sacrifice and survival. Yes, yes, yes. I am there for it all. Next, we have A Summer to Remember, Erica Montgomery. Okay, what is this? Without reading the whole thing, for 30-year-old Frankie Simon selling movie memorabilia in the shop she opened with her late mother on Hollywood Boulevard is more than just her livelihood. It's an enduring connection to the only family she has ever known. But when a mysterious package arrives containing a photograph of her mother and famous movie stars Glory Cartwright and her husband at a coastal film festival the year before Frankie's birth, her life begins to unravel in unimaginable ways. Yes, yes, yes. I am there. I am there, and I will discover how the story ends. You guys see this file? You guys see this, huh? Okay. All right, and we're not done. This book, so lovely. Get it. Says daughter of a queen. Oh, it was part of 3 for $20. Heartbreaking and deeply honest. You'll be swept away by the passion and power of this remarkable, trailblazing woman. Okay. All right. So this is someone praising this book. Here's the first thing you need to know about Miss Kathy Williams. I am the daughter of a queen, and my mama never let me forget it. Okay. All right. Again, I'll tell you more about it once I start reading. Okay? We're almost done, guys. We're almost done. So, ooh, look at this one. Look at this one. Y'all see this? It is What's Left of Me Is Yours. Oh, like, is it just me or all my books are almost about heartbreak and love stories? I swear, guys, I didn't do it on purpose. Like, I read the story and they were all interesting. So, it is by Stephanie Scott. And again, without reading the whole thing, let me just read maybe 1 or 2 lines. In Japan, a covered industry has grown up around the wakarisaya, literally breaker-upper, a person hired by one spouse to seduce the other in order to gain the advantage in divorce proceedings. When Sato hires Kitaro, a wakarisaya agent, to have an affair with his wife, Rina, he assumes it will be an easy case. But Sato has never truly understood Rina or her desires, and Kitaro's job is to do exactly that until he does it too well. While Rina remains ignorant of the circumstances that brought them together, she and Kitaro fall into a desperate singular love, setting in motion a series of violent acts that will forever haunt her daughter's life. Yes, 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 yes. I am gonna read this book, and I know it's gonna be a page turner. I'm ready for it. Like, yo, What's Left of Me Is Yours. Like, how deep can a story get than this? And lastly, finally, like, wow, it is The Two-Family House by Linda Cohen-Loigman. Cover's kind of different. Looks like it's been in the library for some time. What is this story about, you guys? In the midst of the blizzard, in a 2-family brownstone, 2 babies are born minutes apart. The mothers are sisters by marriage, dutiful, quiet Rose, who wants nothing more than to please her difficult husband, and warm, generous Helen, the exhausted mother of 4 rambunctious boys who seem to need her less and less each day. Raising their families side by side, supporting each other, Rose and Helen share an impenetrable bond forged before and during that dramatic winter night. When the storm passes, life seems to return to normal. But as the years progress, small cracks start to appear, and the once deep friendship between the 2 women begins to unravel. No one knows why, and no one can stop it. One misguided choice, one moment of tragedy, heartbreak wars with happiness in almost but not quite wins. I knew it. Mothers, as I said, anything with mothers, best know I will pick it up. And in fact, because it is the month of May and we're celebrating Mother's Day, I think my theme in all the books that I'm gonna pick will have some type of mother thing in it. So yeah. Alright guys, there you have it. Let me just turn so you can see this whole, like, how many books? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. So, and I still have some books that are coming tomorrow. I think I have 4 books. So I have about 35 books that I bought. Hey, alright guys, so I am excited to read all these books, and I think I'm actually gonna go on a book ban because this is not normal. It is unacceptable, and we have to get through all of this and more that I still have on my TBR and on my shelves there before we can buy anymore. Alright guys, so that was my book haul. I hope you enjoyed it. Leave me a comment. Let me know if any of these books are on your TBR. If you read any of these, let me know, and I will see you in my next video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Alright, take care. See ya. Bye.